Kawhi Leonard's back, and a lot of people ask, what does that mean? And does that mean that does that mean that the Clippers are now favorites to win the title? I will say this. It's not important. And Danny Green said this last night, or the other night. So shout out to Danny Green. It's not important for Kawhi Leonard to be good now. The first half of the season doesn't really, and you're going to see this a lot, I believe. You're going to see a lot of, which you've already saw the last 12 games, I think, Kawhi Leonard has missed. You're going to see a lot of DNPs from Kawhi Leonard the first half of the season. Towards the second half, that's when to me it's important that you get Kawhi Leonard in the game. He plays heavier minutes so that once you get to the playoffs, he's ready, he's hot, he's fresh. Because with a player like Kawhi Leonard coming back into the lineup, it's not like, yes, he's a star, and it's not like a player like Kawhi Leonard shifts the entire nucleus of the team. Yes, Paul George has been going crazy, but now Paul George goes back to the two and goes back to the number 2 position. And I'm not saying shooting guard. I mean, like, you're not the man. You're the second guy. You're the Robin again. Now players like Luke Kennard don't see as many minutes or shots. Players like Reggie Jackson don't see as many minutes or shots. This just changes that Marcus Morris doesn't see the same amount of shots or minutes. So it's you need the second half to learn all that, to be able to adapt to your role, to be able to see what your role is going to be. Because it wasn't this in the start of the season, but now it's going to be this. I think if you get a healthy Kawhi Leonard going into the playoffs, then and everything's clicking. Paul George is playing well. The whole team, John Wall is playing well because John Wall has looked healthy. I'm not gonna say he's looked the best as far as, because he's been taking a lot of threes, but John Wall has looked healthy, which I do like to see. If you go into the playoffs and everything's clicking, Kawhi Leonard's healthy, Paul George is healthy, everyone is adapted to their roles, then yes, this team is going to have something to say about who makes it to the finals, whether it's them, whether it's I don't know, Golden State, if they get their act together, whether it's another team, they're going to have something to say. Because if you look at the top of the Western Conference standings, I think Portland's going to be good as far as in the playoffs, but I don't think that they're going to remain at the top of the Western Conference. Suns are still going to be the Suns. Denver's going to be Denver. I think Utah's going to fall out very soon because they're trying to tank. Pelicans, Grizzlies, Dallas. I don't like Minnesota. I'm just saying. I think don't be surprised if the first half of the season, like I said, he's already missed 12 games. The first half of the season, you see a lot of DNPs, or he doesn't play back-to-backs, or you see a lot of knee load management, which I think we saw already. Don't be surprised if we see that. Now, towards the second half of the season, if we continue to see that, that's when the problems come. That's when, like, all right, you're not building that camaraderie. You're not building that chemistry. He's not going to be in shape coming into the playoffs. And it's not like, it's not like this is your best player. And they need him. Hell, they had Paul George, and Paul George got them to the Western Conference Finals, 2 years ago? And Kawhi Leonard missed when Kawhi Leonard actually hurt himself, had the knee injury. So Paul George is good enough to get him to the Western Conference Finals, but then what happens when you run into a better team, or a team that has multiple players? Hell, they didn't win the Western Conference Finals. That's when the Suns went to the finals. They lost to, Milwaukee, but still. It is a nice. I want to see everyone healthy, so it was a good sign to see Kawhi Leonard back in the lineup. But don't be surprised if it's very very inconsistent until the second half of the season. If the second half of the season comes and is still inconsistent and still talking about knee management and knee soreness, then we got some problems. Oh man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.